You remember when candidate Trump swaggered around the campaign trail, promising to bring grocery prices down on day one? Well, we're past day one. Actually past day like 300 and something. And instead of having cheaper food, we have the highest grocery inflation since 2022. And Walmart hiking prices because of Trump's tariffs. So if your bill at the checkout looks like a ransom note, you're not crazy. That is the deal his voters signed us all up for. So let's talk about two of them. First up, we've got Cynthia. Online, she calls herself a constitutionalist. You already know the type. Flag in the bio, border security in the feed, the endless lectures about personal responsibility. You got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Well, back in June, Donald Trump went on Truth Social, whining about farmers and hotel owners that were mad because of his, quote, very aggressive policies on immigration that were taking away their longtime workers and that those jobs were almost impossible to replace. So he admits out loud that his own policies are wrecking the labor force that keeps food on the shelves and hotels running. Cynthia jumps in now with this. I'd gladly pay higher food prices to make our country safer and to give those jobs back to Americans. Deport them all. No excuses or special permissions. So she's literally out there volunteering you and everyone else for higher bills so that she could feel safe from the people, very people, who are picking the crops and cleaning hotel rooms. Now fast forward about 3 months, okay, and suddenly, wouldn't you know it, the gladly is gone. You see, now she is back online complaining that groceries are too expensive and that this is not what she signed up for. I don't know about you, but my grocery bills are still sky high, and I'm not at all happy about it. Let's not BS each other. It's true. Yes, well, there's no BS here. You are absolutely correct that, yes, groceries way too high. I know. I go grocery shopping every Sunday. And let me tell you what, it sucks. Feels like I'm getting, robbed. Okay. So now, screenshots of this, of course, hit Reddit, and the response was, it wasn't exactly gentle. One person writes, hypocrisy is a requirement for the MAGA cult. Have the grocery list you voted for cupcake. Sans cupcakes, because those might be a little too pricey. Look, they're right, though. Yes, she knew exactly what she was cheering for. Trump said, I'm gonna crack down on immigrants. I'm gonna slap tariffs everywhere, punish other countries. I'm gonna make China pay for it, except that China doesn't pay for it. And she said, oh, that sounds great. I will gladly pay more. And now when the bill shows up, she's like, I want a refund from reality. Okay. Now, one commenter pointed out the most revealing part of her little rant. She had to tell fellow conservatives, let's not BS ourselves about the prices, because she knows her own side is going to pretend everything is fine. They're going to gaslight each other, okay? And it's fine as long as dear leader says it's fine. They're not confused. They're not being misled. They know they are full of it. They just didn't expect to be one of those people that are paying the price. So now let's jump to our second case study in consequences in FAFO. Okay. The senior MAGA superfan, right before Trump's second term officially began, a video goes around of moving trucks outside the White House, which is pretty natural, right? MAGA World slaps the caption, Biden is moving out. And this woman shares it on X with this. Trump is taking the garbage out. Woo! Classy, right? Smug. She, again, thinks that she's part of the winning team. The team that's tossing the garbage out of her house. Now, fast forward to today, and those Duff Talking posts have turned into open begging. She tags him directly in these posts, saying, please help us. Seniors could use some extra money. The economy is killing us. We voted for you. And then, hey, President Trump, when you gonna lower groceries for us? Us seniors can barely eat. Do something. Forget about Epstein. He's dead. Help us. Who's alive? Please, we voted for you. And of course, the really telling one at the bottom there, President Trump, I voted for you. Are you aware we are struggling? Yes, and he doesn't care. I'm a senior from Michigan and cannot afford food. The tariffs have raised dollar store prices. Now, probably some gouging, which has existed. By the way, it existed during Biden, and you didn't really say anything about that. Again, notice this is an issue that also happened under Joe Biden, and they immediately said it's Joe Biden's fault. It's all his fault. Everything is Joe Biden. He's intentionally raising prices at the grocery store to punish you or make you pay more or something like that, when, again, it wasn't true. Again, if you want to be critical of the Biden administration, the Democrats, for not going after price gougers, that's totally legit. All right. But Trump, he said it. He said he was going to do something, and he clearly didn't. Now, he said, please help us, or I'm going to think twice next election. Trump's not on the ballot next election. Just letting you know. So this person cheered when the garbage was being taken out. And then this person now realizes that she was a trash bag on the curb the entire time. Oops. Oh, no.
Whoopsie.
So, now, secondly, are you aware that we are struggling? She asked. Yes. He's aware. But you know what? He doesn't care about you. He just wanted your vote. And you gave it to him. Again, this is a man who has gold-plated walls and very tacky gold leaf trim, okay? The only time he thinks about people who shop at the dollar store is when he needs somebody to chant his name in a parking lot. Now, again, the internet does what it does best, doesn't hold back. One person says, I'm going to think twice next election. Girl, we'd all be thrilled if you would think even once about anything. Another said, voting for Republicans and expecting assistance is a bit like drinking hot sauce because you have heartburn. Ouch. Price gouging aside, why would a dollar store, which likely gets 80% of more of their stock from China, not raise their prices due to Trump's tariffs? These people are dumber than rocks. My personal favorite. They talk to Trump like he's Santa. Dear President Trump, I've been a good senior. Please bring me lower grocery prices. Well, hey, at least with Santa, you got better odds of somebody reading your letter. But here's a through line with both of these people, and they're just an example, right? A couple of examples. They were completely fine with cruelty when they thought that it would only land on somebody else. Immigrants, poor people, the libs, the LGBTQ, the trans, right? Whoever the right wing of the villain of the week is, okay? And it's like they have a rotating cast, pretty much, of villains. Now, Cynthia was gladly ready for higher prices, as long as it meant cracking down on farm workers. The senior was thrilled to call Joe Biden garbage on the way out the door. They helped build this reality. Congratulations, you built this. And now they're discovering that the system that they voted for does not distinguish between good patriotic seniors and everyone else. It just chews through whoever is easiest. Trump promised cheaper groceries, safer streets, and a booming economy. We don't have any of that. What they actually got was tariffs driving up prices, attacking the very workers that keep food moving, and a billionaire who cares less about their grocery bill than a grain of sand under Mar-a-Lago. So no, I'm not going to give these folks a whole lot of sympathy. I don't expect you to either. What I am going to do is point to them as a warning sign. This is what happens when you let politics become a cult. This is what happens when you treat a con man like a messiah and your vote like a middle finger instead of a survival tool. You can chant America first all you want. But if the policies that you vote for only put billionaires first, corporations second, and you somewhere behind the dollar store supply chain, well, don't be shocked when you're the one staring at an empty fridge, wondering what the hell happened. Well, what happened is you got the day that you voted for. If this video helped you cut through the BS and see what is really happening, then smash that like button. Every single like pushes back against the right-wing propaganda machine. I can't do this work without your support. So please check out my Patreon. Link is in the description of this video. For a few bucks a month, you can help keep this channel independent from corporate BS. So hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's keep fighting for democracy and against fascism together.